Have you ever wondered how a country becomes a powerhouse, a beacon of culture and tolerance in a turbulent world? Today, we re-journeying back in time to one of Europe's most fascinating stories. The rise of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and its spectacular golden age. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a tale of romance, political genius, and a vision of society far ahead of its time. Our story begins where we left off last time, with the introduction of Christianity to Poland in 966. This pivotal moment, the baptism of Duke Mieszko I, wasn't just about faith, it was a strategic masterstroke that catapulted Poland onto the stage of Western Europe. By aligning with the Latin world, Poland secured its place on the map, becoming a permanent part of Western civilization at its farthest eastern frontier. This decision laid the groundwork for everything that was to come, shaping the nation's identity and its destiny. The dynasty Mieszko founded. The Piast dynasty would rule for centuries, guiding Poland through its formative years. But dynasties, like all things, eventually come to an end. Fast forward to the late 14th century, the last Piast king dies without an heir, plunging the kingdom into uncertainty. Who would wear the crown? Poland's nobles had to think fast. After a brief and complicated political dance with Hungary, they found their answer not in a king, but in a queen. A young, intelligent, and determined queen named Jadwiga. Jadwiga's reign marked a crucial turning point. The Polish nobility, looking for a strong alliance to secure their borders, especially against the threat of the Teutonic Knights, looked east to the vast, pagan Grand Duchy of Lithuania. The solution was a marriage of monumental significance. Queen Jadwiga agreed to marry Władysław Jagiełło, the Grand Duke of Lithuania. This wasn't just a royal wedding. It was the birth of a partnership that would reshape the map of Eastern Europe for the next 400 years. Jagiełło converted to Christianity, was baptized, and crowned King of Poland. This personal union, two separate states ruled by a single monarch, was the beginning of the Jagiellonian dynasty. The immediate benefit was immense. The combined forces of Poland and Lithuania were now strong enough to confront their common enemies. This culminated in the legendary Battle of Grunwald in 1410, where the Polish-Lithuanian army delivered a crushing defeat to the Teutonic Knights, breaking their power for good and securing the region's future. This alliance wasn't just about military might. It was a slow, deliberate process of two peoples, two cultures, coming together. Over the next century and a half, the ties grew stronger. The bond deepened through shared interests, shared governance, and a growing sense of a common destiny. This evolution reached its zenith in 1569 with the Union of Lublin. This was no longer just a personal union under one king. This was the creation of a single, unified state. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, or as the Poles called it, Terra Rzeczpospolita. And what a state it was. The Commonwealth became one of the largest and most populous countries in 16th and 17th century Europe, stretching from the Baltic Sea almost to the Black Sea. It was a vast, sprawling empire of diverse peoples, languages, and religions. This brings us to what truly made this era special, the Polish Golden Age, running roughly from the early 16th century to the mid-17th century. This period saw an explosion of cultural, scientific, and political innovation. The Commonwealth's political system was unlike anything else in Europe. While most of the continent was moving towards absolute monarchy, where kings held all the power, the Commonwealth developed a unique system known as the nobles' democracy. In this system, the king was elected by the nobility. He wasn't an absolute ruler. His power was limited by laws and by the parliament. The same, every single member of the vast nobility, which made up about 10% of the population, a much higher percentage than in any other European country, was considered politically equal. They cherished their golden liberty, the right to participate in government, to elect their king, and to veto laws they didn't like. It was an early experiment in democratic principles, a republic with a king at its head. This political freedom fostered an incredible atmosphere of tolerance. At a time when Europe was being torn apart by religious wars between Catholics and Protestants, the Commonwealth became a haven of religious freedom. The The Warsaw Confederation of 1573 guaranteed mutual tolerance among all religious denominations: Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox Christians, Jews, and even Muslims lived side by side, their rights protected by law. This made the Commonwealth one of the first truly multicultural states in modern history, a place where diversity wasn't just tolerated, it was a fundamental part of the nation's identity. This stability and tolerance created the perfect environment for culture and science to flourish. The Jagiellonian University in Krakow became a world-renowned center of learning. It was here that Nicolaus Copernicus, a true son of the Polish Golden Age, developed his revolutionary theory that the Earth revolved around the sun, forever changing our understanding of the universe. Literature thrived, with poets like Jan Kochanowski elevating the Polish language to new heights of artistry, creating works that are still cherished today. Architecture blossomed, with magnificent castles, churches, and manor houses being built across the land, blending Italian Renaissance styles with local traditions. The Commonwealth was a major player on the European stage, not just politically and militarily, but culturally. Its ideas, its art, and its unique political system were known and discussed all across the continent. The heart of this golden age was the idea of civic responsibility and freedom. The nobles believed they were all guardians of the Republic. This system, while not perfect and containing the seeds of its own future problems, was for a time a remarkable and inspiring model of governance. It championed principles of consent, legal rights, and religious peace in an age of tyranny and bloodshed. So, from a strategic marriage between a Polish queen and a Lithuanian duke, an extraordinary entity was born. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth stood as a testament to what could be achieved through cooperation and a commitment to liberty. Its golden age was a brilliant flash of progress, a time when the nation was a political innovator, a cultural powerhouse, and a sanctuary of tolerance. But as with all golden ages, it couldn't last forever. The very freedoms that made the Commonwealth great would eventually be exploited by its powerful neighbors. But that's a story for our next episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Poland's past. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next chapter on the dramatic decline and partitions of the Commonwealth. See you next time.